All right, welcome back. Our next guest is the president and CEO of the Better Business Bureau for Metropolitan New York and joins us today with information on what people should know and what people should look out for right now. We welcome Claire Rosenzweig to the show. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Bob. We're delighted to be here. Sorry about the circumstances, as I'm sure we all are. But this is a time when we are trying to build trust. You know, building trust in trying times is what BBB has always been about, and we're still about. And we just want to help people understand what some of the pitfalls are right now.
And we talk about, when you said building trust, we talk about people who are trying to, scam people and people who are price gouging. Let's talk about price gouging right now. What's happening out there? I mean, I went to a supermarket and toilet paper, paper towels, water, all of those things, the prices are way higher than what it used to be.
Yeah.
That's price gouging.
I mean, it's a combination of low demand, price gouging is when somebody is hiking up the price on a product or a service that is in high demand. I mean, the thing to remember is that, as our government is telling us, as everyone's saying, supplies are there, but yes, people are going into the stores, they're panicking and they're taking things off the shelves. And there are those who are taking advantage of us by creating phony online offers and offering us things at prices that are much, much higher than they normally would be offered. Yeah. And price gouging is a term that is applied to a seller who does that, who spikes the price to a level that is much higher than it should be. Yeah. And the key thing is that, if you're seeing that a product is in short demand, like masks or whatever it happens to be, why would you think that all of a sudden some supplier magically has all of this available to you at the special price of? You have to know, your common sense should tell you it's just not real. So if you're going to send your money in to these probably phony online sites, that's the last you see of your money. No. And by the way, you never get the product. So don't think that because somebody is offering somebody something that is in short demand, even at a higher price, number one, that you're ever going to get it. You're probably just losing your money. Number two, if there is somebody who is offering, whether it's hand sanitizer or water or whatever, at some ridiculously high price.
Oh, yeah. You hear the stories of people selling hand sanitizer for $80 a bottle. Right. It's ridiculous.
If somebody is doing that, those people, if you feel you've been victimized, you should be reporting that to the Attorney General's office. We can also report it to the BBB, and we'll provide you with those links for everybody. But it's important to do this not only for yourself, but by reporting it, you're also going to help out another consumer who might have fallen victim to the same thing.
And Claire, that was always a scary thing to a business owner. I'm going to go to the Better Business Bureau. I'm going to tell them all about you. And they go, wait, let's see if we can work it. Come over here, let's talk. And they would work it out. They were always afraid of the Better Business Bureau.
But we hope people aren't afraid of us. What we're trying to do,
not in that way.
The businesses that come to us, that put themselves to the test to see if they meet the standards for trust, those are the businesses that people can go to at bbb.org and know that they've met our standards. They're trustworthy in our opinion.
I like that. All right, let's talk about scams. I mean, we just got a call a little while ago, and it was from the CDC, but it really wasn't a CDC. It came through on a familiar number.
Right.
But when you heard the recording, it said we're from the CDC, and then it played back some other stuff, and I guess they wanted you to respond to that.
Yeah.
What's out there right now?
Sure. I mean, unfortunately, while these are extraordinary times for us, it's also business as usual for scammers, because scammers take advantage of different situations as they come up. Yeah. So one of the ones I heard this morning, like the one you just mentioned, is somebody calling New Yorkers to set up testing. No, this is not the city calling to set up testing. This is a scammer. If you want a test set up, you call your healthcare provider or 311. There'll also be calls or emails. I saw one this morning, which was through social media, saying, click on this link to claim your government check. No, they're not doing that. So don't click on any links. So anything that you get by phone offering you something, really what you have to know is all they really want is your personal information.
Yeah.
So, or your money or your bank account. So no, under no circumstances do you give out that personal information over the phone or through emails, clicking links. Just don't do it.
Yeah. So there's two different. You can scam the consumer and you can scam small business. Is that right?
Right. I mean, with businesses, it's a little different. You know, there's something called business email compromise, right? Which we all heard about. In times like this, especially working from home, it's even puts us in a more vulnerable spot, because with everything happening with money and cash flow, you know, you might get a call that is not the usual kind of request from a boss, right? So it puts you in a position of, normally we would say if it's an unusual request, just don't do it, go back and talk to your worker, but you can't exactly walk down the hall today in most cases. So what you need to do as a small business is kind of set up a safe place, either an in-house phone number that everybody can call to verify a request, something that's kind of a little safe house for your own business, so you're not giving away personal information or business information. So that's one. You know, as far as IT scams, that's another one. So in the case of IT, what might happen is your IT people might get, or somebody from your business might get a request from people saying they're your IT department, asking for a password.
Yeah.
Right. And clearly you don't want to give out your passwords, but you're not sure who it is. You know, it might be somebody calling. It's like an upside down. Before, in the other one, the business email compromise, the boss theoretically is calling you, let's say the controller, to make some sort of a transaction that you don't really know is for real. In this one, it's just the opposite. In this one, I'm just going to shut this off.
Somebody's always calling for something, though.
Yeah. In this one, you know, your IT people, I should say that differently. In this one, what appears to be your IT people are calling employees, asking them for passwords or something unusual. And especially in a little bit of a larger business, or if you outsource your IT, you're not going to necessarily know the voice of the person calling. So the key thing here is making sure that your workforce is warned that these things could happen, and setting up an in-house source for accurate information. So if anybody asks them for information dealing with your accounts, passwords, anything like that, they can go to a place that you've designated where they can check its authenticity.
Okay, great. Let's talk, Claire, let's talk about the small business loans. This is a time where people are really hurting and they need those business loans to keep afloat. I mean, the government's doing some things, but of course, the Better Business Bureau knows a little something about the business loans also.
Yeah. I mean, one of the things that we've been able to do is through our friends at the Small Business Development Centers in New York and through the Small Business Administration, we've been able to provide a lot of information to our accredited businesses, to our accredited businesses, and also to the community at large through our website. We are aware that there are a number of different relief packages that are being offered, and not only on the state level, but also on the federal level. My message to all businesses, large or small, though, is to really be careful, to be sure that whatever it is that you're researching is authentic. Don't use any emails or phone numbers that are provided to you through the emails that you might get, because they could be phishing emails. Always go to the source to find out the phone number to call. Always go to the source, meaning the website, or make a phone call through the old phone book to the actual source, and be sure that what it is that you're reading or understanding is for real. Never, under any circumstances, give out any business information, personal information, bank account information, and certainly if you're being asked to make any sort of a transaction, again, whether personal or business, verify the source.
Yes. Thank you so much. Your wealth of information. Now, wait a minute. Can you go to the website to find out more?
Yes,
What is that?
you can. Our website is bbb.org,
That's
and you
not
will
hard to
see
forget.
some ads.
bbb.org.
No, it's pretty
Yeah.
easy. bbb.org. We usually say start with trust. These days we're saying building trust in trying times, because certainly we're experiencing trying times.
There you go. Claire Rosenzweig, thank you so much. She's the president and CEO of the Better Business Bureau, the metro area, Metro New York. We appreciate you.
Thank
We
you.
thank you, and thank you for your service.
Thank you very much.
We'll take a break, but I've got more coming up next on Open.